Fashion Insider friends, what is up? This is the Fashion Crimes podcast where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed and the poster child for fashion over 40, and I mean way after 40. Say it with me, fashion and style are your friends, not your enemies. I'm Holly Cates, your favorite personal stylist, and let's keep it real, the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say, and I am super stoked you're here. Happy pre-fall, fashion besties. You've hit up another episode of the Fashion Crimes podcast, and you know what? Good for you. As the seasons change, it can be a little daunting to figure out what to wear when it's hot during the day and a little colder at night, especially if you're trying to fit in a last-minute vacay or squeeze in a weekend at someone's event or bougie party. What's happening for pre-fall and styles that have caught my eye that I want you to know about is what we're going to be chatting about today. So you're fully armed when you shop for fall if you haven't started already. I'm Holly Cates, the hostess with the mostest, personal stylist extraordinaire, and the only Holly you need to know. As a matter of fact, this is episode 211. 211. Wow. Pre-fall trends that I think you should know about. Now, pre-fall and fall are pretty much the same thing. Well, technically not, but kind of yes. So it's things you should get ready to wear for fall if you're in a warmer climate. If you're in a colder climate, these are things that you can probably wear now. So it's Friday, and today's your lucky day because you've joined us. I mean, I certainly don't know how your day can get any better. I'm just saying. If you're new here for the first time, welcome, and damn glad to have you. I'm so happy that you've tuned in. If you're a current fashion bestie and have been with us for a minute, welcome back. I hope you're having a fabulous week. It's that time of year, whether you've shipped somebody off to college, shipped somebody back to college, or witnessing someone start their first job. You should give yourself a pat on the back. You really should, like for real. One of my nieces is starting her first job, and it's like, I cannot believe how old she is. She's such a woman. God, I'm old. But if this is happening to you, I feel you, and I can totally relate. I'm just saying. In fashion news, what people wore to the Democratic convention is all the rage because that just happened. Who wore what, and more importantly, who designed what? Starting with, but not limited to, Oprah's purple Italian silk crepe wide-leg pantsuit with a corset belt by Christian Siriano. Casey Wickman of Vanity Fair online quotes Siriano when he said that he had no idea that Oprah is going to be wearing his design or that she would even be speaking at the convention, which I do understand, but in all honesty, it's got to sting a little bit for Siriano, I'm sure. I mean, maybe he doesn't care because he's so famous and he sends clothes to dozens of celebrities all the time, and Oprah is just, on his hot list, maybe. However, I'm just saying, if you're as famous as Oprah, it would have been nice to have her PR reach out to Siriano to let him know that, his outfit made the cut and was going to be on national television, right? Is that unrealistic? Perhaps. I guess in the land of Oprah and her team, probably just saying if he could have been notified, it would have probably made his day and got him super pumped. And, 100% of that is a 30-second text or an email, that could have changed his life or his career. If you could do that to make someone's day, why wouldn't you? That's all I'm saying. If I was her stylist, I would be dying to call him and tell him the news so he could get ready to watch and brag. That would make me so happy as a stylist. However, he did watch it, and thank God he did, as he got to see it live and in action on stage, and he was just as surprised and super happy as the article said he was. Then he goes on to say, and I quote, "It's always funny. I've been dressing Oprah for a really long time. I have made her so many things, suits, gowns, etc. And her stylist, Annabelle Heron, or Annabelle Heron, who I love so much, she didn't even tell me what it was for. I had no idea. But when Oprah calls and asks for a suit, I really don't care if she's going to the grocery store. I mean, this is why Siriano is one of my favorite designers, because he is so humble and seems to be really giving and very kind from what I've read about him. I actually don't own anything from him, but I sure would like to. So let's put that in the universe for me. I can only imagine how he felt when she came out to speak in his original design and he had no idea. I hope he was celebrating and patting himself on the back. What an honor. And she looked fabulous. Now, next of note, Michelle Obama, was definitely off the charts in her navy sleeveless pantsuit by Monse, an independent label founded by Fernando Garcia, a Dominican-raised New York designer, and Laura Kim, who is an Asian American, both who also design for Oscar de la Renta. Okay, amazing. The brand that has been consistently dressing first ladies for years, Herrera, says Vanessa Friedman, chief fashion critic for the New York Times. Her signature statement was not only her power suit with a nod to the military detailing, but her bare arms, which can be obviously considered a fashion risk for most, but not for Michelle. She rocked it as usual. The article went on to talk about her hair, and she has, or had at that time, braids, which I know is a very important subject among African American women in the public eye. She had her hair back in a ponytail, and I really couldn't even tell she had braids until I looked really up close and it said it in the article. I don't care if she wears a fucking bag on her head. Michelle Obama can never look bad. Okay? She is gorge, and I don't care what her hair looks like. I'm just saying. But I did think she looked very elegant because it was pulled back off her face with her fabulous arms. Just saying. I think it really made the look that she wore her hair back. So, snaps, Michelle Obama. Mrs. Friedman of the New York Times also goes on to say that Mrs. Obama's stylist, Meredith Coop, who has been working with her since her very first time in the White House, chose the smaller brand, Monse, to highlight lesser-known businesses, especially fashion businesses, and designers who represent the stories that she's telling about entrepreneurship, the melting pot, the American dream, the election, unquote. Yes, loving this. Presidential candidate Kamala Harris, she wore a monochromatic navy blue custom suit with peaked lapels by the brand Chloe, with a very large matching pussy bow blouse, which is the big bow right here. The article went on to state that navy is the color of the commander-in-chief. Okay. When most women in political history have chosen to wear all white, she wore navy. Not the color of the Democratic Party, not the color of the Republican Party, or purple, which is color of both political parties combined, red and blue, but navy to show that it's time to move forward. Loving this journey for her. Snaps. Kamala Harris snaps. Now, let's not forget about the crowd, which I thought was very interesting, which Vanessa Friedman of the New York Times said it seemed to be modeled after the Olympics, as each country represented their native dress during the opening and closing ceremonies. Each state was repped by what they were known for. For example, the people of Washington State donned themselves in cowboy Kamala sashes and light up cowboy hats. Fabulous. In other states like Wisconsin, they wore their signature cheesehead hats. And in Kansas, people of Kansas, with their Kansas City Chiefs jerseys, so forth and so on. You get it. The chair of the Washington State Dems says, and I quote, "I bet in 4 years, many states follow the example that we set. She may not be the only one who thinks so." The Smithsonian acquired both the cowboy Kamala sash and the hat for its political history collection. How about that? The museum clearly thinks this is a trend that we could see repeated in the future. I mean, how unreal for these girls of the Washington Dems, Sarah Silvalitz, sorry if I butchered that, Sonar Luthra, and Shasti Conrad. I just wanted to give y'all snaps and shout out a great big Fashion Crimes podcast shout out for making the fashion section of the New York Times because of their willingness to stand out with their accessories. Good for you ladies. Now, moving on. If you know me or you know anything about me or my styling career, you know that have been obsessed with Stacey London. Now, if you do not know who Stacey London is, she was the stylist on the hit show What Not to Wear with her best gay, Clinton Kelly, who at the time I think was also a stylist. The show ran for 10 years and ended in 2013. She really was the motivation behind why I personally became a stylist because I resonated with her and Clinton so much. Anyway, there was an article in Variety.com that said that she and Clinton are getting back together for a new show called Wear Whatever the F You Want on Amazon Prime. Joe Otterson of Variety Online quotes Stacey London, who says, "The world has changed a lot since the run of What Not to Wear, and thankfully, so have we. These days, we have zero interest in telling people what to do," eyebrow raised to that, "based on society's norms, because there are no more norms," end quote. Eyebrow raised to that, said Kelly and London. However, style is still an important form of communication, and we're excited to show new clients how to align their personal messaging with their life goals. It's time to celebrate individual style, not prescribe it, unquote. Okay, here's what I have to say to that. I love this concept. Okay, I love that there's going to be another show with the two of them. I love that they will be helping people with their style. I hate the name of the show. Wear Whatever the F You Want. Not a good name. Now, that sounds like a show that will give people who need fashion help the most a ticket to wear Crocs, fast fashion, and cheap clothing. Maybe there's some major marketing ploy behind it to get people to watch. I don't know. I'm not a television producer. However, I do know this. As societal norms have changed, and yes, this is truer than ever, completely true statement. But to say there's no more norms, societal norms, is not true. Okay. Yes, the rules have changed. Yes, they have. I totally agree with that. And not for the better, in my opinion. But don't tell people that they can wear whatever the F they want because it's just not true. Am I taking the name of the show too literally? Perhaps, maybe. That's why I'm going to ask her when I interview her. So I just put that in the universe. See what I did there? I hope you listened to last week's episode, which was the kickoff to the pre-fall series here at the Fashion Crimes podcast with one of our OGs, Vienne Milano, creator of the Vienne Milano Italian thigh-high stockings. What a special episode. I was hearing all about thigh-highs and stocking trends along with her new shapewear line. If you haven't caught up with that, please go back and listen to episode 210, episode from last week. If you're really interested in Vienne, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, please go back and listen to episode 42, where we introduced her to you, and you will hear all about her history, her brand, so forth and so on. She is such a doll and has a gorgeous product for a great price. If you like thigh-high stockings, or if you're open to try something new, please go on viennemilano.com. That's going to be in the show notes to check her inventory. She has a ton of styles and colors to choose from. Also, if you've never tried thigh highs before, let me be the first to tell you that I was a convert because I thought my thighs were too big back in episode 42, and I thought they'd never stay up. I used to wear them super early in the 90s, and I was like 111 pounds back then, but I haven't worn them since until I met her. I thought my thighs were too big, and damn did she prove me wrong. Okay? I'm just saying, if you think your legs aren't shapely enough or thin enough to wear thigh highs from Vienne Milano, You are absolutely incorrect. And she does cut up to plus size, FYI, by the way. If I can wear them on my thighs, anyone in the world could wear them. And if you haven't experienced this product, they are very comfortable. They stay up. It's easy to pee. Let me be the first to tell you to come on over if you haven't experienced thigh highs as of yet. Thigh highs are just one thing that's on trend for fall. And she's got a gazillion colors and patterns and styles. What else is on trend? I'm glad you asked. Head on over to your Pinterest board for the week that I made just for you with some examples that I like that you can try on and see how you like them. And let me know what you think. Okay? Other things that you should have in your closet ready to go, because I've talked about this before, are jackets. Now, these are lightweight jackets that you can wear like draped over your shoulders or wear at night when it gets colder after the sun goes down. And when I say jacket, I mean not a coat. I mean a jacket that hits the waist, not past your hips. Okay. And yes, this absolutely does include blazers. If you have any specific questions about which jackets you should own, this is a topic I will be covering down the road in great detail for you. Okay. We're going to clean out your coat closet and make sure you only have the most updated coats that you need. So the jackets I want you to have for pre-fall, okay, are blazers, a denim jacket. Now, when I say denim jacket, yes, it can be the traditional denim blue or a lighter blue or black or even white denim, which I found on reformation.com. I put that on the Pinterest board this week so you can see it. Also, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I really haven't ever encouraged this on the podcast or really anywhere else, Banana Republic, okay? They have great jackets and a great selection for pre-fall. Very cute, updated styles that will actually last you a few seasons that aren't too trendy. Now, as I've said before, there is no closet on this planet that is fast fashion free, including mine. And I'll be the first one to admit that. However, I will give you a pass if you're interested in this trend because they really have a decent, notice I didn't say lifelong, but a decent product for a very moderate price. So again, the styles I liked for you are on your Pinterest board. Why don't I recommend more things from Banana? It is fast fashion in the worst possible way. However, it's okay. As long as your other purchases are from smaller brands, you're shopping with intention and not running to the mall or running online to just the basic big conglomerates that you know, I want you to shop from women-owned small businesses that run small batches. That's what I prefer, but I can't always find it, and neither can you. But I do my best to bring those businesses to you so you don't have to look. Boots. Now, get ready with your boots to wear with anything and everything. Jeans. And this is not new, I know, but it's on trend for pre-fall. Slacks, shirts, dresses, shorts. Now, this really hasn't changed from years past. However, these fold over boots seem to be the top trend now. It's like an overlay of leather that comes down to the top of your foot and really covers the whole foot. These are super on trend right now. And let's not forget lace ups. Okay. I have some work boots or combat style boots that are lace up, and those will never not be in style. Mine are from Roger Vivier. So I'm going to put a picture of those on the Pinterest board so you can see that. Cowboy boots, of course, and short boots, yes, they are still in. Just make sure you get a style that is real leather and doesn't have a shaft. Okay. That's the part that after it comes to your ankle and goes up. That doesn't have a shaft that is super short. You want at least above the ankle bone, okay? But what's really popping right now are tall boots and to the knee boots and even over the knee boots in the color oxblood, which some people call maroon, burgundy, dark cherry. That color was in and all the rage last season and hasn't gone away, in addition to the color green, different shades of the color green, especially dark green. So consider a boot in a color, which would be super fun, like dark maroon, if you're open to it, instead of brown or dark brown. Leather or wax coated jeans. Now, this is a favorite subject of mine, not to mention a favorite pant. Now, the trend is technically called liquid leather, not necessarily patent like shiny leather, but leathers that are soft and drape nicely. No one loves a leather pant more than me, okay? Or leather anything, a bag, a top, what have you. But a beautiful liquid leather skirt or pants is the way to go. And again, don't be afraid to try a colored leather pant, faux leather pant, or wax coated jean, which is made to look like leather if you don't want to buy leather pants. I'm a huge supporter of pleather or fake leather, but make sure it's a style that you can wear for years to come. I have several different types of leather pants, different cuts and such. I have some paper bag waist pants. I have some that are button fly. I have some that are too tight. I have some that are too loose. But the problem with buying leather pants is that when you get them and they fit, they do stretch. So that is hard. So you might want to size down if you're a person that wears something like that all the time because it will stretch. Some tight, again, don't go too tight. And then I have, like I said, some looser ones that I can wear for a dressier occasion. So make sure you get into fall with some types of leather clothing or accessories. And again, this is a trend we've seen for the past few seasons that really hasn't changed all that much. So into accessories, chunky earrings, chunky bracelets, in this case, bangle bracelets that were shown worn on top of the sleeve. I can't say I've ever seen that before. And I have been working on my earring game for a while, and I do think the chunkier the better. Another thing that is all the rage is metal detailed hardware for your hair. I have some examples on the Pinterest board, of course, but the metal ponytail holders, people are wearing them like several in the back, different pins, different combs. Like if you have long, I mean, even people with short hair actually, but that is all the rage and very, very in right now. So if you want to splurge on a really cool rubber band or hair accessory, that's a good idea for pre-fall. High neck tops, very high neck, like turtlenecks, and high collar coats, jackets, sweaters, and button-up tops with very large collars. So I've seen that with jackets, obviously with turtlenecks, but instead of folding the turtleneck down, which is not out of style, but people are kind of scrunching it down so you can lift it further up, like to your chin. Fall florals, which basically means florals in darker colors, is really what that means. But that would be perfect for a fall wedding or any other dressy occasion. They had a whole thing about fall florals and wearing them to weddings and really nice events. And I just thought it was a nice way to sort of transition into fall, depending on where you live. Suiting, of course, which we talked about from the Democratic National Convention, just like I spoke about, certainly with Oprah, who was killing it, snaps. I think I forgot to give Oprah some snaps. Suiting has been around, I would say, for at least the past 2 years, if not more. It's all about the fit of the suit, and this can be very complicated depending on your body type and how to make it look modern and not like you bought it from Ann Taylor 25 years ago, even if you still can't fit into it. It is about a looser jacket, a looser pant, a lower pant, a wider leg. If that's not your jam, you can certainly flip-flop that and get a pant that fits to your liking and then just wear like an oversized blazer with it. They push the sleeves up a lot of stacked bracelets, again with the high neck, top underneath, definitely a lot of layered jewelry. And I have seen people literally, and I've seen this for a while, this is not new, with literally 25 necklaces on. I have 2 necklaces on right now, but these women are wearing at least 10 and they're all tangled up, but it doesn't matter. And some are chains like these, and other ones are like big, chunky ones, big paperclip necklace chain. It looks really cool. I don't know if I could pull that off, but the more you have, the better. And then the bracelets, don't ask, that it's like stacked from here, all the way with the bracelets. A larger jacket, wide leg pant, and accessories will totally do the trick. If you have pants from a suit you really love and you don't love the matching jacket, here's a hot tip. Hot tip. The hot tip can be get a different jacket. So if you have a navy pant that you love how they fit and you don't love the jacket that goes with it because it's either has a shawl collar or 2-button or it's still you don't like it, get a patterned jacket or a blouse to mix it up. That's sick. Nobody knows it's not a matching suit. So there you go. Smaller bags, not micro mini bags. I'm not talking about the 90s little tiny bags, but just like a medium to a smaller bag with top handles. Animal prints, which will never go out of style for me because I wear animal print every second I can, like ever. And preppy, 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 preppy. Very luxe plaids. Think Ralph Lauren, 1980s, late 80s, early 90s with the crest jacket. All the plaids, the big heavy greens and browns and navies, all that's back in. Okay. It's been in for a while, but it's all back in. The pleated tennis schoolgirl skirts. Now, this is a trend that's come back around that we've seen before. Sweater vests, ball caps, and loafers are something that we have seen already, and that will certainly carry over to the fall. Now, for our specific age group, which is 40 and up, in this case, 50 and up, yes to pleated skirts, but not mini skirts, okay? To the knee, you can get a tennis skirt to the knee that would work best for you. And then when you sit down, it looks like a mini skirt anyway, okay? So I'm not telling you to get some dowdy, motherly pleated skirt because you can't wear a short skirt like these girls with fabulous legs, but you can simulate that look for sure. And unless you have, as an adult, no ass and no hips, does a short, super short skirt work. But if you have any kind of curves like me, you're going to want to go longer to the knee. Again, same look, more fabric, but fewer insecurities. Ding! The everlasting question is, and I just want to tell you this and cover this before we sign off, because I know it's going to be top of mind for most of you going into pre-fall. Can you wear skinny jeans and are they back or are they still considered out? The answer is no, absolutely not. They are not technically on trend right now or are still considered out of date, as the baggier stovepipe straight leg jean with a slight flare or a boot cut or the straight up flares, that is what brands and brand influencers are showing right now. Again, I've said this 100 times, but I just want to remind you, does it mean you cannot wear skinny jeans? The answer is absolutely yes. Yes, yes, you can wear your skinny jeans. I still wear mine. I prefer actually my baggier jeans because I like the way they look on me because I am so curvy. Like I get it, the look, but every now and then I do wear my skinny jeans because I don't care and I want to. So the choice is really yours. Just know what is not being shown at the moment. That's why people are saying they are still out. They are not being shown. Do not, under any circumstances, get rid of your skinny jeans, but you should have some baggier stovepipe jeans to wear on trend now, so you're just not wearing your skinny jeans and you have no other jeans to choose from. If you hate the stovepipe look, get some of them and then taper them to your liking. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that way you can simulate the look without looking all over the place. Get a jean that's a little bit baggier, have them tapered in so they're not so baggy on you, okay? I personally love them and love that mom jean look because it looks great on my body type. I'm going to keep that going even when it's not on trend, okay, anymore. Disclaimer, I have these Isabel Marant jeans that are acid wash. They're so baggy and they look really good on me, and I'm going to continue to wear them, whether they're in or whether they're out. So there you have it. Do not get rid of your skinny jeans, but I want to talk about some fashion crimes, okay? For pre-fall, make sure that you follow these instructions so you aren't committing any fashion crimes, okay, on my watch. You have been warned. Okay, first up, We have the round toe flats, like the Tory Burch type flats, or those Michael Kors flats that people were wearing like 15 years ago. Here's the worst look that you could possibly ever wear: skinny jeans, a big flowy top, and those flats. Okay. That is a fashion crime. Matchy costume jewelry, like a set, like matching bracelet, matching ring, matching earrings, matching necklace. Now, please note, again, this is for costume jewelry, not real jewelry. But just don't get earrings, bracelet. Just wear one, maybe two of the set if you get a set. Logo t-shirts, okay? You're not a billboard. You're not advertising for anybody unless this is a shirt that is near and dear to your heart. Please don't wear anything that says any brands on it. Keep it classy. And I'm not talking about bags. I'm talking about t-shirts or pants. Like, don't be wearing those Fendi sweatpants that are just, have the logos all over it, or a bathing suit with the logo all over it. It should be subdued. Quiet luxury. That's what we're going for. Okay. Any plastic or lucite shoes with the clear lucite heel and the lucite strap, those are out. Okay. Don't be wearing those. Crocs, which are considered plastic shoes, are never in style. I don't care what anybody says. Don't wear them, and don't let me see you wearing them. And of course, those poofy cloud slides, don't be wearing those in public either. Okay. I was so pleased to see this was a fashion crime from YouTube. Several actually stylists, very well-known stylists, had said this, and I was so thrilled. And y'all are going to get really mad at me, but that's okay. Our friendship can ebb and flow. You can be mad, but I'm telling you the truth because I love you and I want you to look so fab and better than all your friends. Okay. Stanley cups. I mean, yes, hallelujah, praise Jesus, Allah, the Quran, the universe, praise everybody. I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that on a what not to wear for pre-fall video. If you're in high school or if you're a teacher and you're bringing that to school, I don't care. That doesn't count. If you're dressed up and you're going to the office, no, girl, no. Okay. Fashion crime. If you want to keep one in your car that no one ever sees, again, fine. None of my business. People are clowning these women that carry these Stanley cups around on Instagram and TikTok so hard. It's hilarious. Just FYI. It's honestly really the equivalent to carrying your lunch in a Vera Bradley lunch bag. Okay. It is not chic. You're 50 years old or over 50. Do not do that. Okay. Also, did you know that sucking out of a straw is going to give you lip wrinkles faster? So if you're drinking out of a straw every single day, all you're doing is strengthening those muscles around your mouth, and you're going to see the indentation of those, I think they're called smoker's lines, faster. Okay. I rarely drink out of a straw for that reason only. Honestly, I don't want to wash the same straw and cup every single day just so I can carry a Stanley cup. I have a water bottle. I have plenty of water bottles. I'm not saying that they're chic, but I don't carry them in front of people. Okay. So if I did want to carry my water bottle in front of people, I would have a nice glass one, or I'd have one of those, I forgot the brand, but anyway, a sleeker one that doesn't take away from your outfit. When you're carrying that Stanley cup, it's like a bag and it does take away from your outfit. Okay. Let's graduate to an adult cup or water bottle, that can be a little bit more stylish and subdued. That's all I'm saying. Again, plenty of examples are going to be with pictures on your Pinterest board for the week. As we wrap up, I know this was a long one. I want to give a huge shout out this week to Jillian Went. I really hope you're listening right now. She wrote me a review on Apple Podcasts a few weeks ago, and I just saw it now. I wanted to apologize for that, Jillian Went, but thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. If you contact me via email or DM, I'm going to send you a free autograph copy of my book. How you like that? Okay. I reward for good behavior, people. Okay. This could be you. So Jillian Went, I hope that you're listening, and thank you so much for your comment. Anyway, leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, send me an email, send me a DM, whatever. I've taken up way too much of your brain space today. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. My name is Holly Cates, of course, your favorite personal stylist and the only Holly you need to know. This has been your pre-fall trend report and fashion crimes. Make sure you're not committing any fashion crimes. And check out my book if you haven't already. Stop making these fashion mistakes. I really hope you guys have a fabulous fashionable week. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't get mad at me because I said carrying a Stanley Cup is ratchet. Don't do it. Don't get mad at me. It's just the truth because I want you to look better than everyone else. Just remember that. Hope y'all have a great week. I will see you next week. A lot more fun to come. Bye.